Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the first part of a two-part get ready with me for Christmas video. So today is all about the skin. I have got some amazing new products that I can't wait to share with you all, including the much anticipated Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. So if you want to see how I created this complexion only look, then just keep watching, and to make sure you see part 2, always hit that subscribe button below. So let's just get straight into it, and we're going to start on this full glam, full coverage, party proof makeup that's not going to budge, with a highlight that's going to blind the haters from miles away. We're going to start off by prepping the skin. So the first thing I'm going to use is my favourite product, which is the Nip and Fab Dragon's Blood Plumping Serum. I'm just going to really rub that into the skin. And you really want to make sure this is proper rubbed in, because you don't want any kind of excess residue from this. Then we're just going to mist our face with the Urban Decay B6 spray. You all know this is my absolute favourite. And then, because we're going with quite a full coverage with our foundation today, I'm going to make sure my skin's still got a really nice glow from within. So for that, I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Goldlite. Beauty blender that in, because I want to make sure that it's really pressed into the skin. For foundation today, we are going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 5.0. This, as you know, is my holy grail foundation. I use it pretty much every day. It has got amazing full coverage. It has a super long wearing finish, and it is one of the few foundations that last on my skin throughout the full day. And again, we're just applying that with our beauty blender. Obviously, with the All Nighter, it does take a little bit of time to dry down to its true colour, usually about 30 seconds. So it will look a little bit light at first, but by the time we're done applying, it's going to match my neck really well. Another thing that I really love about this foundation is that you don't have to worry about getting any flashback in photos. There's no flashback from it, so I find that with a lot of really full coverage foundations, you do kind of sacrifice that and you get a little bit of flashback, so your full beat is not as popping as when you first applied in photos, because you look like a ghost, and we really don't want that with our foundation. So that's another reason why All Nighter is definitely my ride or die go-to foundation. I just thought I'd zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm just making sure that it's really beauty blended into the skin. Obviously it does look super yellow just now, but it's not dried down to its true colour yet, so we're going to just give it about 30 seconds. Obviously you can't deny the coverage from this foundation is amazing. It really does hide every flaw, makes your skin look super airbrushed. So I am so excited to use this next product. Ever since I started using the All Nighter foundation, I was like, right, come on, I need to do an All Nighter concealer. And here it is. So the All Nighter Concealer, I just got this yesterday and I had it on yesterday all day, and I won't lie, it did not budge. My under eyes looked super flawless, super bright, they did not crease. I've only used it once and I think it could be a new favourite already. Okay, so what I love so far already is that the All Nighter Concealer is like a mini version of the All Nighter Foundation, so the bottles match. I think that is so cute. It is definitely packaging goals. I am the shade 5.0 in my All Nighter foundation, and in concealer I am the shade Light Warm, which is the same shade as I use in my Naked Skin foundation, which I have used years and years and years. So I'm going to be really interested to see how the All Nighter concealer shapes up against my Naked Skin, which, as you know, is my beloved ride or die. So I'm just going to take it under the eyes, and okay, that is a lot of coverage. The wand is different. It's got like a little kind of flat tip to kind of hold the product. It's definitely a lot more of a right, why am I talking? Because look how much coverage my under eye's got. This is crazy. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit thicker than my Naked Skin, a lot thicker actually. And it does still really glide on really nicely onto the face, so it feels really nice. My under eyes look super bright. No, right, this is crazy. It's definitely much more matte than the Naked Skin, but obviously the foundation's really matte as well, so it's really nice. It's not like a flat matte though, it's still got that nice kind of radiance to it. Obviously I've took my All Nighter foundation straight underneath my under eyes anyway, but I'm sure you can see the difference between eyes, that my eye instantly looks so bright. There is no bag, there is no gathering, and oh, this has got me super excited. So a lot of people have been comparing this to the Tarte Shape Tape. I know I'm probably one of the few people in the world who have never tried Shape Tape, but This formula is so full coverage, but it doesn't feel thick. I'm always really conscious of doing the whole thing with painting like the full two triangles under the eyes and just letting it sit and blending it out. I always just worry that that second eye is going to be a lot harder to blend out, so that's why I do it one eye at a time. I wonder if it looks nice as an eye base as well. Just, you all know I'm on a eye primer kick just now, so I don't think anything's going to really make me stray away from that, but this is really nice, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm just looking in my mirror and my under eyes look popping. This is so brightening, it is so full coverage, I can see no dark circles. I have been looking for so long for the concealer that will hide my dark circles but isn't going to dry out in my under eyes and be so thick and so cakey. I think we could be onto a winner. Obviously it is so pigmented. Normally I draw like a full on palm tree in my forehead, but I'm going to use the tiniest bit and really blend it out because I can tell already that this is going to have a little bit of product going a really long way. Oh my god, I can't get over this. It looks so good. My eyes look so bright. Sorry if I keep looking above, I'm just looking at myself in the little camera screen because my under eyes are popping. I'm not really sure if I need to set this or not, but I just think I'm going to follow the routine that I normally use in my complexion and just set it anyway. I'm obviously going to go in with my faithful Kat Von D Lock It Loose powder, which I need a new one of, so if anyone wonders what they want to get me for Christmas, a new one of them would be much appreciated. And I've actually been finding with this powder as well that I actually like to take the little sifter off. I just feel you get a much more controlled and more finely milled product. I'm just going to pop a little bit on my beauty blender. I'm just going to set my under eyes the way I normally would do. So I always take the powder from the outside first and then in, just because I feel if you take too much powder in the inner eye, that's where you're most likely to crease, so why would you want the most product there? A little bit down the sides of my nose just to bake, and instantly I am regretting the idea of wearing a black t-shirt on camera because now it's going to be covered. The struggle is real. So I'm going to use my little Morphe R13 to clean away any excess loose powder and really pat the rest into my skin so that my makeup is really set in place. I always like to make sure that the powder is really pressed into my nose because that is one of the areas that I do tend to get a little bit shinier and the day goes on. Press it right into my under eyes. Make sure that it's super set and then clean away any excess. And that is looking really nice so far. Obviously I've got full coverage foundation and full coverage concealer on, so my face is pretty much a one colour, very flat looking, so we're going to add some dimension back into the face. I'm going to bronze up my skin using the MAC Mineralise Skinfinish in the shade Dark Deepest. I'm going to just take that on my Morphe R7 brush and just bronze the skin. Mark is going to kill me because this is his bronzer and we've kind of stole it. We're going to just use that just to kind of sculpt the cheeks and add some warmth. Obviously my foundation is a really yellow tone to it, so I do like to make sure that I'm using a really more kind of pinky red toned bronzer just to take away any excess yellow. So we're going to go in and contour next. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shades and Light Contour Palette and my Morphe R14 just to chisel those cheeks. I tend to just stick to this middle shade Shadow Play. Really press it into the cheekbones. I almost kind of take my contour a little bit higher than where my cheekbone actually is, just to make sure that my cheeks look super lifted. And this brush is just doing a lot of the work for me, which is really nice. Obviously when it comes into the festive time of year and we all overindulge slightly, a good contour is perfect just to snatch that face back into looking. And then just to snatch the nose, I take the lightest shade, Subconscious, and I'm just going to take that down the sides of my nose. I feel like I used to be really scared of doing a nose contour, but I'm going to show you what I do just to make sure that it looks perfect every time. So I'm just kind of taking two lines, and I don't have to be perfect, just down the sides of my nostrils, making sure that they're going right into that socket and almost meeting with the brows. And then just to make sure that it looks good at the end, I'm going to just take a little bit more Kat Von D powder and just really chisel out the edges. And doing that I just find will take away any harsh lines, because then when I blend that powder away, it's also going to help me blend away any excess contour that's sitting there. So my nose is going to look super pinched, but it's not going to have those hard lines, which I hate in a nose contour. So my contour is done, my face is starting to look a little bit more chiseled. Obviously back in with more of that Kat Von D powder, and I'm just going to take it right under the cheeks just to carve them out a little bit. And this is a really important step, because if you took your contour too low, then this will help really redefine and make your cheeks look super lifted. Oh, why did I wear black? I'm getting covered in powder. Okay, so once you've let that sit for a little second, we're going to just clean that away. And what I like to do at this point is take that powder and just kind of blur away the edges of my contour, so that I've not just got these two big harsh kind of Nike ticks that just stop right in the centre of my face. And then obviously because we went in with super matte products, the face is looking super matte. I have used quite a lot of powder to set that foundation and concealer. So before I highlight it, I'm going to just mist my face with good old faithful MAC Fix Plus. We are going to just mist our face. So now we're going to play with some super new, super favourite additions to my makeup already, which are the Doll Beauty Goldlite. These highlighters, guys, if you've not tried them, I suggest you find them. These are the most blinding highlighter I've ever seen in my life. First colour I've got my hands on is the Super Light Like a Diamond, and let me tell you, when I say it's blinding, it is blinding. Right, so that highlight was so blinding my camera, I literally just cut it as I was applying. But as you can see, this is like a wet looking, high beaming, full on highlight. What more do you want? You take a little bit on the cheeks, a little bit just above the brow to give it a little sweaty glow look. And these highlighters, the girls from Doll were really kind to let me get my hands on them. I also picked up some other lashes at the weekend as well, and they are beautiful too. We'll be using them in a few videos coming soon. A little bit just down the tip of the nose. And just make sure you're blending it into your contour. I'm not using any blusher today or any sort of other product, so I don't want to have a line between contour and highlight. Make sure it's really blended. If you want to make sure that it is extra blended, then what I always recommend is going back in with your contour brush and just kind of blending the edges in with your contour. And then I'm going to just flip back to Like a Diamond, which is our proper white gold, on my little Morphe R38 brush, and I'm going to just go right here. Right guys, if you don't have these highlighters, you need to get them. I am shook. A little bit here, a little bit here, 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 everywhere pretty much. So my highlight is now super popping. I'm sure you'll agree. Your skin is glowing. And then just to make sure this makeup is going nowhere, I'm going to set this in place with the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. So there we have it guys. Here is some full coverage, full glam, party ready complexion. My makeup I know is not going to go anywhere. All Nighter foundation is full coverage, full flawless. All Nighter concealer, my under eyes are looking... Obviously that concealer looks amazing on my under eyes. They look so flawless and so lifted. And can we take a moment for these highlighters? Doll Beauty, you have killed it. I really think that the All Nighter concealer and the Doll Beauty highlighters are definitely going to become permanent favourite additions to my makeup. I don't think I'll be putting them down anytime soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. If you want to see more from me, including part 2 of this video where I film a super glam festive eye look, then always hit that subscribe button below. You can always catch up with me on my social media links, which I will put up here, so you can keep up with what else I've been getting up to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. I will see you on the next one. Let me know if you've tried out any of the products I've used in this video and what you think. And if you, like me, are going to become hooked on this All Nighter concealer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.